Hello and welcome to the Edge of Greatness. Yeah, wasn't quite sure what I was going to call it. Welcome to the new channel I'm launching, guys. I'm calling it the Edge of Greatness simply because I feel like I'm always on the edge of greatness, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there that are feeling exactly the same way. Now, this is mainly a business and entrepreneurial channel that I'm trying to create here. I'm Tim. I've been in business for over 15 years in one form or another. I've seen varied success and basically wanted to create a channel that is helping other people. I do get a lot of enjoyment and excitement and pleasure and everything else out of helping other business people, people who are starting out, people who are trying to find their feet, and also people who are actually quite established and just looking for a different approach, pair of eyes or whatever. So that's the reason for this. We're in the throes of, or just coming out of, COVID-19 and lockdown. I've seen and heard a lot of horror stories, seen a lot of people really suffering and struggling, myself included. You know, the business I'm in currently, or one of the main sectors, is to do with the supply of equipment to the hospitality sector, and obviously that's been shut down. Now I'm talking from a UK perspective here, but obviously I know this has had far-reaching consequences across the globe and affected a lot of other countries in the same way. So yeah, I've seen our own business suffer dramatically. Now, luckily, because I've been in business for a long time and the company has been established for a long time, we've got a certain amount of capital behind us to keep us going, but we felt the pinch and have really suffered like everybody else. And now as we come out of this, there's a lot of head scratching and thinking for the entire sector that we're in and for a lot of other sectors, and why some businesses have done well from this situation, others have suffered dramatically, and some no longer exist. And there's a lot of people out there now. It's a scary time. There's people out there losing their jobs. They've just been made redundant from industries they've been in for years and years, and some are now using this as an opportunity to explore new avenues, new businesses, new ventures, new ideas. I think it's been a really big reset for a lot of people, myself included. I've sort of really seriously sat down and thought about things, and thought about the business I've currently got, what businesses I want to do, what I want to do in my life, and the future and everything else. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people who've been having this exact same dilemma. So that's really the reason for this channel. It's to help you guys, but also it's as much to help me as well, because I want to help share, get some sort of something back by helping other people, but also it's what I'm going to learn. It's my own journey as well of exploring new avenues and new business ventures and new ideas and everything else. And that's it. So I hope you enjoy the journey. I'm going to take you through just a lot of what I've learned over the years. I myself have my own mentors that I follow. I have made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of bad judgment calls. I've also had some successful ones and made some good decisions and some shrewd decisions. So I'm really here to try and create something a bit different. I'm not here to try and push myself as some sort of business or entrepreneurial guru here. That's not me. I've got a certain amount of success, but I'm not going to lie to you either. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm worth hundreds of millions or billions of pounds or dollars or whatever. I've started a business from scratch. I've taken it up to 7 figures. I'm doing okay. That's it. But I'm not doing well in the grand scheme of things compared to so many other people out there. So if you're looking for some multi-gazillionaire guru, I'm not the one. If you're looking for someone who hasn't actually made a business, but likes to talk a lot about making a business, never actually done it, I'm not that kind of guy either. I am someone who has worked from nothing. I've literally, my first proper business started from selling, being made redundant, selling the company car that I took with me and used £5,000 from that to start the business and take it up to what is now scaled up to 7 figures. But there's a long way to go. And with everything that's gone on, I'm now looking at new ventures. Now, just to let you know, my background is predominantly e-commerce, sales and marketing and e-commerce. And that's predominantly where I'm from, or my background is retail and e-com and marketing and sort of, online marketing, etc. So there's always going to be a strong emphasis on that. But a lot of what I'll talk about can be carried across any business. What I have learned is that no matter what industry you're in, generally the fundamentals of business have never changed, have always been the same for hundreds of years, basically. And the guys I listen to and the guys I'm mentored by and everything else, they're in very, very different sectors, and yet the fundamentals are all the same. The sales, the techniques, the relationship building, the marketing, the customer care, the customer service, everything is the same. Yes, there's various nuances within one industry or another, but generally the fundamentals are the same. And that's what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about what I've learned, how I've developed, how I've grown, and hopefully a lot of this will help you guys. And I want to share my stories. I want you guys to share your stories. I want you to drop comments below. Let me know how you're getting on, feed through questions so I can hopefully develop more content going forward, and that content will help steer you and me as well. And it's also a good time to get this channel launched, because I read a few articles, because of everything going on, that the amount of people that have been made redundant, that are losing their jobs, that have got uncertainty, that are looking to really generate a second income, or going after that dream they've always had of setting up their dream job or business or whatever. So I think now's a really good time to talk about this, to talk and try and steer you guys. There's a lot of pitfalls out there, but there's a lot of sort of happiness and success and joy that can be had from running your own business. It's a real mixed bag. It's never going to be easy. There's absolutely no doubt about that. It's going to be tough. Trust me. I don't know anyone out there who can hand on heart sit there and go, yeah, it was really easy and straightforward for me. Everybody's had the sleepless nights. Everybody's suffered. Everybody's wondered, what are they doing this for? Why the hell am I here? What is this? This is just, so many times I've sat there with sleepless nights. But then the flip side of that is I'm looking at people who have been in business now not in business, been in a job for decades, some of them, and now being let go or going, I don't know what to do. I'm in trouble. This is the industries that I'm in is buggered. No one expected this to happen. No one could foresee this sort of level of global impact. And people are sitting there now, distraught and literally don't know what to do. And now you've got this job market that's going to be filled with people all fighting for the same job. So I'm not sure what's tougher. The person who's been in the same business for decades, the same industry, who now doesn't know what to do, or the person who is taking the plunge and setting up their own company. From my point of view, I would rather be in the position I'm in, which is I've got the experience, I've had the heartache, the hard times, the good times, and I know that whatever happens, even if the business I'm in now failed tomorrow, I could literally start something new. And that's the other thing, I have started something new. During this lockdown, because our business slowed down, I got that prepped, got that in a really good position. So knowing as things open up again, we're going to be able to surge ahead, and hopefully ahead of some of our competition. But also, I've been setting up other things. I've got another couple of companies that are now ready to launch. One is going to be launching soon. One has already launched and gone live. So I'll be able to talk to you about that. And that's been great, because that's been a reminder for me as well as to sort of starting from scratch. So it's a really good time for me to be doing this, to help out anyone who needs help, who's just starting to take this step into the unknown, but also because I'm starting again with another business in a completely different sector, it's allowing me and sort of taking me back to the drawing board to go, hang on a minute. You get used to working in a certain industry and in a certain way, and it's given me that reminder of starting afresh so I can pass that knowledge on. So that's it, guys. I'll give you a proper overview of what I've done over the last 15 years, where I helped other businesses and then moved on to transition to doing my own thing and running my own company. And I'll sort of give you a bit of a history of that and what's happened and how it happened. I'll do that in my next upload. So look, please join me on this journey. Give us a subscribe. turn on your notifications. Any channel you know needs subscribers, needs input. I'd really like to work with you guys. I'd love feedback from you guys. I'd love questions. I'd love you to help me steer this channel and the content. And really, mainly, I want to help out. So if you do have any questions, you're starting out in business, let's work together on this. This has been The Edge of Greatness. I'm going to stick with that name. I think, like, if you're anything like me, you always feel like you're on the cusp of something great. And I always feel like that. I haven't got there yet, but I always feel like I'm destined for something more, something a bit more interesting. So hopefully you guys feel the same way. So join us on this journey. Thanks very much.